Hey guys, what's going on? So I'm actually filming this little segment of the video the day after everything. So when starting on this project with the water meth injection, I'd give yourself a good full day. It took me a while because I ended up moving my pump and everything 3 different times. I put it in 3 different locations until I finally found what is going to work best for me. So please watch this whole video because you're going to see in here I changed my mind several different times, so you'll kind of see the process that I went through. So until you see the final result. So thanks guys for watching. What's going on, everybody? So I just got the new Wicked Wheel in, and if you are interested in seeing the review on that, you need to go check out my previous video. Today what I'm working on, actually I just finished up the turbo wheel. I had some issues with some other stuff that I had to fix, but I just got that finished, and now I'm starting on the Snow Performance 420 Max water meth injection. So I'm going to kind of show you what I got going on right here. It looks kind of intimidating. So, alright, so we got our pump. This comes with an injection boot. And then, so it comes with all this stuff. So I've kind of taken it apart. So you have your nozzles. These are the pieces that the nozzles go in. And then this one, there's two systems that are larger than this. This one comes with a round with settings, so you can still set everything. The other ones come with a for an EGT probe and stuff like that, which I don't need that since I already have all that stuff. But this is the cheaper of the systems. But it pretty much is going to do the same thing. This is going to work for what I need. At least I'm hoping so. So I'm going to start kind of putting this together. This system is designed to go in with your factory. That's what this is right here. This is for to connect into your existing windshield wiper fluid container, which I'm not going to actually do that. I'm actually adding in another tank in the back, so it'll be completely separated. But this is set up where you can run it with your windshield wiper fluid and your windshield wiper fluid tank. So coming over to the truck. Okay, so my other video, I just put the AFE hot side pipe on. I got the Wicked Wheel 2 that I just put on, and this boot is gonna go right there. So I mean, it's meant to go tight in here. The pumps are gravity fed from the tank, so the pump has to be lower than your tank. Just one thing to keep in mind. So I'm going to add my tank in the back. I'm actually going to be putting it in my toolbox. And that's what I'm going to do now. Alright guys, so I ended up doing something a little bit different. I told you I was going to put it in the back of the truck. However, I ended up adding it to the factory tank. So this tank sits in here like this. So the factory pump is right there. I ended up drilling a hole on the back side just below or just above the drain, so that way I could actually get inside here to put that bulkhead fitting in, and I think that's going to work out the best. So I'm going to get this hooked up, and then we'll come back to it. Alright guys, so I'm going to try to hurry this up. The sky's getting dark on me and it's getting ready to rain, so I'm kind of rushing this a little bit. But I'm going to show you where I located the pump, how I ran my lines, because the directions are kind of fuzzy on how to do this kind of stuff, and you just kind of got to make it work. So I'm going to show you what I did. Okay, so inner fender is out. Inner fender's out, and okay, here is the tank. I showed you how I did the line here, which I got a leak, so I'm gonna have to like do something different here. This bulkhead fitting is pretty terrible. But anyway, so my pump is right there. And this is temporary for probably right now. I'll probably end up moving it somewhere. I plan on putting the entire pump and everything in my toolbox just for right now to kind of get it going. And this is what I've done. So I haven't even wired it up yet. So anyway, my pump's here. I mean, it's really stable. I mean, you really got to push on it. I got 2 bolts here in the fender, some zip ties. I'm gonna wrap another zip tie around it just for now. So you have it gravity fed. Part of the problem is that this pump has to be below the tank, which is terrible. If it could go somewhere else, it'd be great. So I got a little line running down to the pump, and then you have the out, which then goes up. I have it, so that here it is. Alright, so here it is, it comes up. I'm gonna tuck it up under here, and then it runs over, and this is where I put my little solenoid thing. So what you actually have is a couple different nozzles that come on this. So you have a power nozzle and a regular nozzle. So what this is, the flow splits right here before this, and what it does is it splits off here. You got a T, and it runs over to one nozzle, and then the power nozzle is right here. I have it right there. So, and then you have a boost gauge for the boost. It's not very pretty, I know, but it's gonna be trial and error. They don't give you very much wire to work with. I mean, like this is it. This is coming out of my, firewall, and this is it. So, and I got to get from here all the way over there. So I had enough boost, wire, but not enough of the other. So I'm gonna have to bug this butt connectors and run it over. One goes to the solenoid, and then the other side goes to the other one's the ground, and then this one, I think it's the green, goes to the pump, and then obviously one is on the ground. So I know this is a little confusing, trying to explain this. I'm gonna do my best to get it in, get it working. It's just been a nightmare trying to get this stuff going, and yeah, we'll go from there. I know I've got a lot of questions on my Wicked Wheel 2 install, and I'll have to be honest, as of right now, the stock wheel that comes with this 38R, if you're looking for whistle, you can't beat the whistle out of that stock wheel. I don't know what it is about it, but it really, really whistles. With the Wicked Wheel, you don't get hardly any whistle, very little bit. But you do get more of a surge. You can really hear that air sucking in. It's like I mean, that's pretty terrible. But anyway, so you can really hear the air kind of sucking in, where you didn't with the normal wheel. I did see increase in boost. I roughly had about 5 psi more in boost. I also had a quicker boost pressure. I was able to spool it up a lot faster. So, and with my truck way it's running right now, I can get right about 30, and that's at 1100 EGTs. So 1100, 1200 at the peak. So what I'm hoping is with this water meth injection, it's going to lower those EGTs, give me a little bit more power with the methanol, and I'm really going to be able to build some power. So that is my intent. Hey, what's going on, guys? So I'm doing my best to do some videoing of what I'm getting ready to do. It's pouring rain. I have these tents and stuff. I'm trying to make it work because the shop is a mess, so I can't get anything in there right now. So anyway, what I'm doing is for the water meth, I don't like where my pump's at. I don't like using this factory tank. So what I'm doing is I'm actually going to be relocating my battery. I'm taking the battery out, and I'm relocating into actually a spot underneath the truck. So I'm probably not going to be able to videotape all of it, so I'll have to kind of just show you after I get it done. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Relocating the passenger side battery. and it's nasty out here. Okay, so we got the install done. I got like 4 or 5 videos for you guys that I've just been pumping them out. I just haven't got them uploaded yet. You know, with the wicked wheel and the new intercooler pipe and water method injection. Okay. Whew. So I showed this. This is the solenoid for the power nozzle. So what this nozzle will only kick in at a certain amount of boost. So when you really need it. So I told you I did my battery relocation. My battery's under my truck now for the passenger side. So here is a tank. It's not the prettiest thing right now. I'll end up painting it and making it look pretty. But so what this tank is, it's a it's a tank off of a old motorcycle. Like a, I don't know what you would call those things. Like a little teeny motorcycle, dirt bike. I don't know, whatever you want to call them. Anyway, that's what that came off of, and it fits in here pretty nice. It's secured pretty well for right now. I got a bungee strap kind of going over it. Just for the time being, it's sitting and mounted down on top of the battery tray is what I used. And then I also put a battery disconnect. So I got a battery disconnect in here so I can shut the battery off for the passenger side, which the wire runs down there. It runs along the frame and then is mounted under the truck. So that mounting system I have going on there is temporary as well. It works, it's really secure, but I don't want the chance of any like really amount of water getting inside the box that I have under there, so I need to make it more sealed. So that's what I'm working with right now. Okay, so back to the water method injection. Okay, so the pump for this. Part of the problem I was having is the pump needs to be underneath your tank. Whatever tank you use, however you use it, the pump has to be underneath. It's gravity fed to the pump, which is terrible. So, and the pump also needs to be protected from the elements, from mud and dirt and, you know, your tire throwing junk up on it. So under here, you know, I originally had it behind this, and I was using this as to feed it. This is the container for your windshield wiper fluid. So instead, I got my pump up here. This is the wiring for it. It needs to be a little prettier. These are the hoses, the in, or this is the in, and this is the out. So, and it kind of just wraps around. The fender well comes all the way in here. So this thing will be fully protected. So I'll be fully protected. So I'm not even worried about that. I don't think anything will get to it. Because if something is going to get on that, it's going to be all up under my engine bay anyway. So I think it's going to be pretty protected in there. I might end up actually doing a little bit more to it just to make it even better. But yeah. So the wicked wheel, also just going to kind of go over a little overview because I'm doing so many videos so close together, and I don't know which ones I'm going to get up first. So anyway, the wicked wheel is in there. Very little whistle when it comes to the wicked wheel. The stock wheel that I came with mine, super loud whistle. This one nearly inexistent. You can't even hear it. The new AFE downpipe, got that. So I'll be going over some of this other stuff in other videos. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me questions. All this stuff is on the website where you can get it if you guys have any questions. Until next time, guys, see you.